back to Live Amazing with Stefan. In my introduction video, I talked about Live Amazing and what it meant. In creative bodybuilding, I gave you a light overview. The next 4 videos, I'm going to break down creative bodybuilding and explain in detail what makes what I'm offering so significant in each category. The main overview of everything I'm offering is the missing links that we've been without for 50 years. And we've all had a piece of the truth, but just like a phone number, if we're missing a couple of digits, none of it will work. I've discovered over the last 5 years those components that have been missing and how to incorporate that into what you're doing to make it magically effective. This video is about our mental perspective. And everybody thinks with mental perspective, positive thinking, that that's good enough. I want to get in shape. Oh, age is just a number. Well, these are great cliches, but they actually have to have a basis somewhere. Now, the biggest conflict with our mental perspective is that we're either egoically thinking or we're creatively thinking. Egoically thinking is always in competition with yourself, in competition with somebody else, never being good enough. Or then we take it into the gym, and specifically when we get to the exercise portion of this creative bodybuilding, you'll see that resistance training is in fact the only way to proceed in an effective manner. So, the gym, when you go back to the gym, most of us think that more is better, more than you can do is a lot better, and if you leave completely traumatized and wiped out, you did a great job. Well, what about that sounds fun, or enjoyable, or effective? It isn't, it's ego. Then we have the ego perspective where whatever we choose to like is going to be effective. For example, you like to walk, and so you in your mind walk 45 minutes a day and decide that is taking care of everything I need to be optimally healthy, without looking at the science of what walking actually does. I will break that down later in another video, but for now, we're looking at the different ways that we look at things. We look at eating healthy. Well, the stereotypical way we look at that is eating healthy is expensive, it's bland, it's starvation, and it's no fun. That's pure and simple ignorance. That means you don't know anything about eating right and having a balanced fueling system, which we will go into in the fueling section of this. But again, the mental perspective that we're looking for is to identify, why are we doing something? Is it to be competing with someone else, to look better, to attain a goal, or is it to go inside ourselves and want to be the best we can be? Creative means you're inspired to be the best you can be. What the neighbor's doing, what the guy at the gym's doing, what the people at the office are doing is irrelevant, because this is about you. Now, if we can make that shift to thinking about what we are and look at ourselves honestly and say, okay, I'm a sugar addict, I'm an alcoholic, I'm addicted to nicotine, I'm lazy. These aren't criticisms to mean you're a bad person, any more than if you had a cut on your arm and you needed to have it taken care of. First of all, you have to say to yourself, I have a cut on my arm, I need to take care of it. That's all I'm saying. Mentally, we need to go inside ourselves and decide, how do we want to proceed with our life? Ignoring your health and your life is like going down the freeway, hands on the wheel, going 80 miles an hour, and deciding, I'm going to get in the back seat and do a lot of important work. I'm too busy to steer the car. You're too busy to be healthy in your life. Think about it for a minute, folks. Get our mental perspective straight about who and what we are and how to proceed. The correct way to proceed is creatively, where you're working with yourself in every one of these categories. We start with mental perspective because, first of all, you have to have the mental awareness to want to make a change, to be better, be healthier, and live a happier life. That will then go into fueling the body, exercising your body and how you do it. And finally, hormones. If you're of an age where it's relevant, you need to take the time and energy to expand your horizons, learn a little bit about it, to take control of it, because without them, you're not going anywhere, and again, we'll proceed with that in the later video. But in conclusion to this very short, small video, I wanted to make 2 things clear: that our mental perspective is the root of how we proceed in any direction in our life. And the second thing is the significance about everything that I offer with creative bodybuilding and living amazing is going to be the missing links, the little details that if you leave them out, you will not succeed, and if you add them, you'll find the magic of how simple this truly is. So join me in the next video where we're going to break down and talk about fueling, balanced fueling for life, how easy that is to incorporate, and all of the wonderful things that means. In the meantime, I suggest that we all live amazing. Thank you.